not what we normally see, is it? Me with all these clothes on. Yeah, I got some clothes on. I am going to go run before I cold dip. So, yeah, that's why I got all these clothes on. And there's a trail close to where I cold dip, so I thought, you know what, why don't I just go run that trail close to where I cold dip, so it's a twofer. It's right there, and it's convenient and close, and I just get it all done in one fair swoop. I usually don't like to because, you know, I like to come home and use the restroom if I have to, get a drink, yada, 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 all that good stuff, so. But I thought, you know what, let's just get it done, because I have things I have to do later on tonight. My kids have skate night that I'm taking them to, and so, and it's at 6, so it's early, and we're real pressed for time. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. It's almost 1 o'clock, but time waits for no man, no woman, so I got to get to getting. So we're headed to Boulder Beach, and we're going to run on Centennial Trail. I'm holding my little tiger's eye crystal sphere in my hand. Get all the energies that this thing supposedly has in store for me. So I'm a receiver. Let's get it, baby. I'm also a giver, though. Don't get it twisted. I find just as much joy in giving as I do in receiving, if not more, actually, because I love making the people I love and care about happy. Little old me. What can I say? I like when people are happy and smiling and having a good time in life. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's why on my channel I don't do a lot of complaining or, you know, woe is me and my life problems and blah, 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 blah. I'm just not into it. You know, everybody's got a story that'll make you, they'll break your heart, okay? Everybody's got a story that will break your heart. I am no exception. Look, my dog stepped on my hat underneath there, and so it's his paw print, just in case you were noticing, like I would just notice myself. But this hat I have had for, I don't even know, like 15 years, 12, 15 years. I got it at the Pink Taco, the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas on one of my many adventures there. I used to have a friend who lived there, and so I went to visit her. And I also won tickets to stay at the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel, and that's when I got the Pink Taco hat. I've been there a couple times. It's not my favorite place, you know, I'm not a gambler, so, but I mean, yeah, I do have a good time in Las Vegas, don't get me wrong. I love hiking, which I went hiking at Red Rock. Whee! I was saying we because we were turning and there was no cars coming. It seemed like a perfect opportunity to say we. But hiking, I love fashion show, horseback riding in the desert, you know, fun things like that, and eating, of course, because, you know, old town Las Vegas has a lot of good Italian food, of course. If you've been there, you know. I'm not a gambler. I don't like that the casinos don't have windows because clearly I'm a nature girl. I like to be able to see what's going on outside. I like to see the daylight. Even in my own home, I have my curtains opened. I like to have my windows open so I get fresh air in my house. So, I just never been a gambler also. Like, for some reason, gambling has always made me feel, like, guilty, terrible. Like, I would have rather wasted that on junk food or something, or eating out, or clothes, or going and doing something. I don't know. Gambling's just never been for me. I'm not a gambler. I mean, actually, you know, let me just rephrase that. I do like a scratcher. I like to do a scratch it ticket. Those are fun. They've been fun for me anyways. I've had a good time. It's never been anything serial or anything that's gotten me into trouble. I don't mind playing the bingo one or, you know, whatever one they have going on. I don't really have a particular favorite by any means. But I'll do a scratcher for sure. And I've tried to do like the lottery Powerball thing before, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And so I always have to ask like a nerd for help from the poor cashier who probably also doesn't know what the hell's going on. And so I'm an amateur gambler at best. I do not like to waste my money that way. That's all that there is to that. Whoa. Wee. It's kind of one of those moody days again today. At least It doesn't appear to be super duper windy right now. It's still windy though. I can see the flag right there. As I said that, spoke too soon. Happens all the time over here. We're used to it. Oh shit. I am not pretending to be perfect over here. Sorry, you have to go to some other channel for that. And I'm not gonna fake it till we make it either. I'm just gonna do the best that I can, and if you dig it, you dig it, and if you don't, you don't. Leave it or take it. That's all it is. I mean, there's plenty of other people who are trying to do these fake fronts in their lives and catfish people, and I'm just not gonna do that for anybody. Sorry. You have to look at this mug in all its glory, and no matter how you want to rate me, I can live with it. I can dig it. You know, it is what it is. Can't please them all, and I'm not interested in pleasing everybody. I'm more focused on pleasing myself, so all those who interact with my filthy ass ways, you know, will have a more whatever kind of enjoyable time with me that they can. I don't even have to drink and have a good time, so I tell myself and everybody who's with me, I think I have a good time, okay? And like I said, you know, in one of my other videos, have the courage to be disliked, because, you know, I've already been practicing this, sadly, throughout my life, because I, of course, know what it's like to not be liked, of course. You know, us Leos, we're extra, read all about it, and, you know, we're the sun, we're the light, so, you know, people who want to be in the shade, the darkness, they don't necessarily gravitate, tongue tire, they don't necessarily gravitate towards a girl like me, and to each their own, you know. It's not a popularity contest over here. It is what it is. Can't please them all. I remind myself and you watching that, because, you know, I can take it or leave it, just like you. You know, one day I want nachos, the next day I want salad, so, you know, take it or leave it. It is what it is. I don't know, maybe that's a terrible analogy, but I was just saying, some days you're junk food, the next day you're healthy. I don't know. Not for you. That's how it is for me anyways. Like, I do my best to be a healthy eater over here, but the struggle's real. Just admiring the river. It's down below me. My home away from home. I love the river. I love the water. It brings me so much solace and peace into my life and happiness. And sometimes you have to just go out and create your own happiness, because there's a lot of snuffers in the world. People who come and snuff your light. People who will come and snuff your happiness just because they're not having a good day or whatever it may be. Oh man. Some people just have it more rough than others, like those poor people I just passed alongside the road there. Look like all their worldly possessions right next to them, and man, no car, no means to carry their stuff. So right there, man, just I have an immense amount of gratitude for what I do have in my life when I see those situations. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the people who have love and support towards me, and for all the material possessions and loved ones I have. I'm grateful. I do not take it for granted, because like those poor people on the side of the road, life is rough. It can be. So that's why I'm saying you got to go create your own happiness. You know, it takes a little bit of gas for me to drive out here. Oh dear, there's police on the other side over there. It takes a little bit of gas for me to drive my ass here, and then as you've seen time and time again through my videos, that we don't waste no time. We just get in and get out. Well, that last part was a little bit of a fib, wasn't it? It was. We don't just get out. We do the time, most of the time. Yesterday was a quickie for me, though. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. I didn't have much time to be down there lollygagging in the water and hanging out like I usually do. It was kind of a spontaneous dip. My buddy John, as you met in yesterday's cold dip video. If you were so ever nice to watch that, thank you. And if not, please go back and check that out. I had my first guest, as I'll call him. He's one of my buddies who I dip with. I met dipping, and just a really neat guy. And so he asked me if I had already dipped, and I hadn't at that point. And you know, we were able to meet up together and go cold dipping. So it was one of those times where I was able to have a buddy out there. And it was nice. It was quick because I had to go pick up my kids. I didn't have a lot of time to spare, but better than nothing. And I didn't have to go out. I mean, not that I have to do anything, and especially not that nobody's forcing me or making me do this. And I especially don't have to go by myself. I think, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a few people who have volunteered to meet me out here. But, you know, like, I just don't really want to bother people like that, you know. Like, I don't want people to feel like they have to. If they ever reached out to me, which people do and have, just like John yesterday, and was like, can you meet me at the river? And if I can, I will. And if not, I'll tell you another time that I can. And if not, well, then hit me up the next time, bro. I'll see you at the river. Because you know me, I'm a beach babe, so it's no problemo. I mean, if I can do it, I will. This is my home away from home, and we're just passing those. We just passed the dam. Oh, jam. We passed the dam. So I'm going to run along this trail here, like, as long as I can. I want to try to obviously be aware of my time today. Pray for me with that, if you will. Pray for me in any way that you will. I'll take it, you know, any kind of kind thoughts. I'm open to receive. All you Debbie Downers, you can keep your nasty comments to yourself, though. Because I just want to let you know that I do not receive that, and I gift it back to you. So it's just going to age you tenfold, and you're going to look like even more of a troll than you already do. I'm just saying, okay? You brought it on yourself. If I get nasty with you, it's because you brought it on yourself, and you forced me to do it. So it is what it is. That's what you want in your day. You know, as Leos, we can get fired up either way we go. So, and I have no problem speaking my truth. Yeah, I'm a pretty transparent person, man. I post damn near everything I do in my life, except for my kids. My kids are off limits because I'm protecting them, and you know, there's a lot of creepy crawlies in this world who are foul people, and I can't be exposing my kids to that. Absolutely not. They're my most precious, and so I do protect them, and I do not post them a lot. And I'll continue to do that until I feel differently. Maybe when they're like 30. I don't know. They're my babies. I'm protecting them, okay? Like you do with your children as you want. My kids are not for sale. My soul is not for sale. I protect my kids. I protect myself. I value my life. Just want to say that too. You keep all your evil ways and evil thoughts to yourself. And just in case you don't, well, I'm just going to let it go at the river. So it will be a wasted effort. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to carry it along with me. Oh my God, that's my buddy. Is that my buddy? No, it's not my buddy. Oh my God, I was gonna say, oh my God, my buddy's here. He's probably gonna run with his dog. Some other dude that looked like my buddy. And who has a dog. So, guess where we're at. Oh, Boulder Beach, baby. So yeah, you know, some people are hateful and they can't help themselves. It is what it is. I pray for them or whoever will listen. You know, I got plenty of Karens in my life who like to tell me this, that, and the other, and have my whole damn life, as I was going to mention earlier. I've been well seasoned for the hate, believe me, like most of my life. I've had some really nasty comments about my breasts. So it's always nice when people say nice things, even if it's about my breasts. It's, you know, whatever. It is what it is. At least I have some, I guess. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, I'm used to it. It's nothing new for me. Even people who claim to love me, you know, have let me know that they don't really love me because they're hateful bastards. And it is what it is, you know, you just take it or leave it. You have boundaries and you're like, well, you're not really that person for me after all, so good riddance, sayonara, sucka, peace out, yo. To the next adventure, you know. And then you stay hydration station and you go out and do things that make you happy so that you're less salty and you don't become a bitter bitch or a bitter beer-faced bitch. You know, I don't know how these things happen, man. Like, along the way, you got to take control and step up for yourself and your choices and not be that person. I started waking up every day, wading in the muck of everything, the weight of everything in my life, and it was not a good look for little old me. And I recognized it immediately that what was happening to me and that I was getting real salty. And that's not the person that I want to become. It's definitely not the person I told my grandfather I was going to be. I remember specifically telling my grandfather that I was always going to hold on to my sense of humor no matter how old I was. And he laughed at me. He thought it was funny. I could totally see it to this day. And I was like, what, Papa? I'm going to be funny forever. Well, my grandfather, he already knows that women, they get whittled down and then they get seasoned to a nasty sauce spice mix, and it's just not flavorful for the palate. And I don't want to be one of those ladies. So that's why I come out here and cold dip, you know, simmer my saucy ways down and run so that also I don't look like what I eat. I'm quite adventurous with my meal choices. Working on the hydration station. It's a hard one. It's not easy to stay hydrated, but I'm here to motivate you to do good things for yourself. Be healthy the best that you can be. You know, you got to start somewhere. So if initially it's not as good as you want to aspire to be, you have to, you know, work up to it. You know, just don't be too hard on yourself, man. That's what it's what I'd like to tell you anyways. You know, I was telling my buddy John yesterday, he was so patient and kind and generous to come out to meet me out here. And, you know, I had to tell him, you know, I've been doing this for a year. So even though you're shivering and shaking because you're skinny and you have no body fat, lucky you. You know, I mean, it's taken me a year to get to this point. So it's a long story short is all I want to say to that. You know, it's taken me a year to get to, a little over a year to get to this point. I had to work my way into it. You know, I had to build my way up to it. And that's the person you see before you, is the person who is able to be all calm, cool, and collected like a cucumber or a psycho, whichever you prefer. I'll be a combo. Why not? I'm funny. Anyways, I gotta get off this phone because I need to go run because it's 1:10 already. It's about to be 1:11. That's pretty cool. I always like the numbers, as you know. I always like to shout those out. And gotta get this run underway and then cold dip. So we'll be back. Thanks for driving here to Boulder Beach with me. It is now 1:11. So with that being said, we're gonna end the video there. Thank you for all your kind words and messages. I'm sorry if I don't answer back eventually. I'm going to, I promise. It doesn't mean I don't love you any less. I promise. I have lots of love for you all who share, like, and comment and subscribe to little old me. Because, you know, I'm just a, whatever this is over here in Spokane, trying to inspire, or I'm aspiring to inspire the best that I can. We'll just say that. And we'll leave it there too, because it's still 1:11. So peace out, yo, to the next adventure. See me dipping here soon. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.